Here's a look at the dollar index, and on the 4-hour time frame I actually kind of noticed that there is a repeat pattern here from right in here compared to right back in here. So let me shift the chart a little bit more to the left. You can see that we had this large red candle right here followed by a nice green candle. Very similar type pattern. Now what I expect is the price to do exactly what it did back here over here. So looking at the price action, what we've been seeing here, we've been seeing a refusal for the price action to get back underneath this selling pressure line, and we've been pretty much pinned by the 50 period moving average. So now that we are maintaining the price action outside this line and we have a little bit of room to breathe, I expect that we will resume back upwards to challenge this 50 period moving average yet again, and then we will build support at 93 again, and then we will move back up to that 93.50 area yet again. So in looking back at history, kind of the same thing, except the 50 period moving average was a little bit higher, so the price had a little bit more room. Here we have a similar but not quite the same in the way that this 50 will be down closer to 93 at that time, whereas this one was a little bit higher here, around 93 and a quarter, let's say. So what I expect here is the price to get above 93, similar to back here. So get back above 93, boom, boom, fight with that 50, boom, boom, fight with that 50, right near that 93 level, regain it, and then pop up to that 93 area around 93.40, and that will be a repeat of the same pattern, same thing. We have to keep our eyes open for repetitive patterns, and that is as clear as you can get, where you see the bears coming in aggressively only to see the bounce back. The news on Friday regarding Trump, ABC changed their article to say, something completely different, and basically what's happening now is everything that we saw on Friday is going to be reversed. So weak dollar on Friday will now translate into a stronger dollar this week, as that article was basically bogus, fake news, however you want to spin it. The other thing is the tax reform thing is looking pretty good as far as getting passed. That should also put some positives for the dollar. So we should still see a nice move up to ultimately 93.70. That's what I'm thinking. We should have a nice harmonic move here. So with that being said, let me just go ahead and identify what I'm seeing here. So we'll have a move back up to about 61.8, the lows, and then an extension up to 1.618. So basically heading back to 94 is the ultimate target here. And then from there we should see that selling pressure come back in, and the way it may look is like this. So just trying to forecast off of the forecast here. I know it's a little bit risky, but hey, I live on the edge. Anyway, so 23.6, 38.2 retracement, 93.47 would be the area to see the bulls trying to make a move back up higher. If that fails, then we will be heading lower, clearly, as I always say. So with that all being said, how does that fit into the grand scheme of things for the euro as well as the dollar? So if I am to get rid of this and zoom back in, actually I should put that back. I guess it's not going to give it back to me now. Okay, we've got a 4-hour. I'll make that again. Alright, let's even extend it up to 1.6. I'm trying to get it to 1.68. There we go. So now we got the 1.68 around 94.07. That makes sense. That coincides with our retracement level here. Go into the daily time frame and then zooming in so we can see what the hell's going on here. What we could see here is that this would actually be that shoulder coming into play here. So we had that initial fall bounce and then another possibility of a rollover from here. So the fact that we are down here, like I said, resisting the downtrend line, boom, and then roll over again, and then we'll be back at 92.60 after that euphoria from the tax plan is out of the way. Then we'll have a pretty sizable neckline from here. So let's say it would be from about here to about here. That would take the dollar to new lows, and the reason being, might have to go back and adjust that real quick. Okay. So now looking at the weekly time frame, we can see that the dollar index actually closed underneath for the second week in a row its 200 period moving average. Next week we may retake it, and then from there I expect a pullback yet again. We'll have to see how that plays out. Should be fairly interesting. Let's go ahead and drop in a trend line here showing that support. So if that is the low, then another attempt, another low, and then break of the neckline, which should be right here, would send the dollar heading dramatically lower. So where would we go from there? If we happen to break below here, which is definitely possible, the next levels would be about 89.70 or so, and from there down to that 61.8 level around 88.38. So yes, dollar looks like it's going to maintain its downturn. A little bit complicated outlook, the past couple sessions, but now that we have some bearing as to what we might be expecting, let's keep our eyes out for this 4-hour time frame, and that would mean the euro should be getting weaker from here. So let's go ahead and pull that up. Let's save these settings and get on with the video.